What's up, Dragon Brood? Now, this past weekend, some of you may not be aware, actually this weekend, I guess would have been yesterday when you're watching this, the Degenerate Gaming Group actually had a Degenerate Creator Open. So the cool thing was it allowed all the creators in their group to be able to play an event along with people from their Patreon, I believe. So it ended up being like a 40-person tournament, which is pretty sweet. And one of the decks that caught my eye comes from a creator that goes by Adam the Ant. Or if you want to follow them over at Twitch, it's Adam the Ant Plays, just like it sounds. Now, this deck is actually a MonoBlue Tempo style deck. I made a couple of small changes, but the concept is actually pretty cool, and this is as close to MonoBlue Tempo that I think people are going to be able to play. And I think it's been one of those more requested decks that I haven't been able to crack the code on, so this is actually pretty cool to see Adam put this together. So let's go take a look at what MonoBlue Tempo might look like in the current standard. Alright, so we're going to be playing some snow heavy stuff. So starting at the top, we're playing 4 Ascended Spirits, mostly because this does a little bit of everything, from the creature side. It can be a little fragile, but because we're kind of saving our mana during our opponent's end step, if we don't end up using it, we can have a place to kind of just feed our mana, as a mana sink, if you will, just to let us do some things. So I really like this, and it is going to be pretty key in several of the games. Playing Fading Hope, obviously, one of the things when you're playing a tempo deck is trying to keep pressure up while keeping your opponent off of things consistently, I should say. So this obviously is going to make the cut, and the Scry is a bonus. Now, this is where our lists differ. I did decide to add 2 Avalanche Caller, partly because if we're kind of going for incremental advantages, then anytime we have the advantage creature-wise, I'd like to be able to get in with 2 or 3 4/4s and stay ahead of the opponent on damage, or force the opponent into some bad blocking situations, especially if we have bounce spells that can mess up their blocks further. Just a lot of things we could do with it, whereas these weren't in the original list. Jwari's Disruption, for obvious reasons. It's a counter, and it's a mana, so we can kind of skimp on lands a little bit. Malevolent Hermit, this will keep us away from sweepers. It helps against Epiphany, a bunch of different things. So we really do like this card. This is turning out to be one of the better cards out of the last set. Spectral Adversary, this is one you don't really see much of. But again, when we're playing a tempo style deck, if we can just, during the opponent's end step, phase out 2 creatures temporarily, and then be able to just come across and get in that extra damage, like that's all we really need. The other cool thing is you can use this in response to your opponents doing other things. So let's say they go to use an Inscription of Abundance or Blizzard Brawl, like you can go ahead and play this down, blink out the creature temporarily, and save your creature. So it does have some different versatile type uses there. Or even when your opponent goes to pump a creature or target it with something, like you can actually just blink it away and buy yourself some time. Suspicious Stowaway, this doesn't get blocked, and it's cards, so yeah, it makes the cut. Divide by Zero, this is kind of one of the perfect cards for this type of deck, where you're talking about bouncing your opponent's threats during their end step, just making them eat up mana every turn. Part of the time, you don't even greatly care the card you're getting, it's more about the tempo you're gaining from keeping your opponent off of a thing, but it does let you get extra cards in hand, which is always nice. And then the cool part is this is a spot where we get to play Dragon Turtle. Now, the thing is, you want to play Dragon Turtle during your opponent's turn if you can, because then it allows you to get the first untap with the lockdown creatures and actually get to attack with it. But even then, Turtle's still a 3/5, which allows it to block many things on the ground, which is huge. Lets you still have another big attacker if you need to attack and force the opponent into some weird situations. But just the fact that it has flash and it can lock down something is really good for this deck. Now, he does have 1 Celestus, where his original list had 2. That's where one of my spots came from for the Avalanche Caller. It's possible we want to get a second one of these into the deck. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Just getting those extra cards and gaining that life actually is pretty important. But I'm not quite sure where I'd fit it yet. It's something I definitely want to talk about at the end of the video. And Imrith is the other spot where the other Avalanche Caller came from. This list originally had 3 Imrith. I went with just 2 so I could squeeze room for the Avalanche Callers. But yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to play 3, this card's actually really good and almost justifies having that 3rd copy. Then Lear, Disciple of the Drowned. Now, admittedly, we don't have a ton of spells, right? I mean, mostly you're going to be hoping to replay your Fading Hopes and your Divide by Zeros is really what you're going to be looking at here. But, I mean, occasionally, can we use a Disruption? Sure. You know, like, there's some little things you can do, but it is a 3-4, and it is a late game play, so it gives you a chance to kind of get to reuse those. We'll see how good it is in the grand scheme of things. And then we have 2 Alrund's Epiphanies because, well, it's Epiphany, and why not? You will win some games just because you play the birds. And then the lands, no surprise, we're playing 20 snow-covered islands and 4 faceless havens. So there you go. That's everything. Again, be sure to watch the games. At the end of the games, we'll come back, talk about where we would squeeze some space for a couple of cards, and we'll have a card spotlight for you, as usual. Okay, this seems reasonable. Let's go ahead and keep this. And move my microphone a little bit there. There you go. I mean, I think the obvious is just Fading Hope into Caller and to just see what happens. Alright. Let's see what the opponent does here. Nothing is the answer. We don't hate that. I could use this to attack for 4 next turn. Probably only worth doing... Well, no, I wouldn't be able to. Anyway, yeah. That won't do what we want regardless. Alright, so I think we just pass with the ability to either Fading Hope or Divide by Zero something here. We could also just Dragon Turtle to put it on lockdown, but not necessarily sure that's what we want to do. Okay. I mean, we'll turn our land into a 4-4. Yeah, opponent just checked that. Where it's like, wait a minute. I can't attack into that, can I? Valkyrie. Alright, let's go ahead and hit that. We have 3. We have access to 5 mana currently. I mean, I don't think we'll get to Mascot Exhibition at a point where it'll matter. But maybe we do? Alright, I'm just going to get it for later. Alright, well, we're 1 mana closer. And we'll just pass. I don't hate this because we already know there's a good chance they're going to try to play the Valkyrie again. We could also just trade a land here if we want to. Probably won't, though. I think I'll just play the Dragon Turtle. Tap their Aspirant. And then bounce their Valkyrie. Okay. This could allow us a reasonable attack if we want it. Opponent opted not to cast the Valkyrie there. And went with Pyre of Heroes. Okay, that's a thing. Oh, that's a very good thing. Okay. Was not anticipating that. Let's go ahead and play this. And we're just going to attack. Yeah, alright. So now, even if they go Valkyrie into Valkyrie, they would gain some life, which would be annoying. But we could also Fading Hope 1 and attack for a reasonable amount. Using Faceless Havens. Actually, I mean, yeah, it's actually cheaper. Well, it's the same amount of mana. No, it's actually cheaper for us to attack with the land. Using the Caller. And they know we're 2 mana away from casting a Mascot Exhibition as well. Alright. Nothing to go with. That is excellent. So we can pay to make one, pay to make... So we can only really attack for one if we plan to Fading Hope here. And then we get in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That seems good, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already have 7 that we need. That can go to the bottom. I'll use this, turning one of these into a relevant duder, and then we'll just attack with all that. And then if you got something, you just got it, opponent. We can divide by 0, bouncing a creature. They could sacrifice to level up the aspirant into maybe another angel. So they could... Back-to-back angels would gain a lot of life here. Could sack this one, gain 4, play another one, gain 8. That'd be a lot. They'd be back at 18. That's pretty tough if they have it. Oh, they're sacking that. Oh, they're putting the counter on it. Never mind. I was just like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, might as well attack us for 4 if that's what you're going to do. If you're going to sack the aspirant. Wait, they're not even going to attack with it? Uh-oh. Then what's in their hand? Starnheim Unleashed. Alright, so you gain 4, make a 4/4. Yeah. Our turn. Opponent's at 10. Can we win from here? We can activate one land, activate another land. That only leaves 1 mana. So if we divide by 0 this, we attack with Dragon for 5, which they may or may not block. I mean, I guess if we bounce, we could... Yeah, no matter what, we're going to do this. We have 4 mana left. Really nothing great here unless we want to Teachings, but we're not going to do that either because we're going to attack with one of our lands. We could just Teachings next turn, possibly. Alright. Then... this kind of forces the opponent to block if we do that, in a way. Right? Okay. I mean, they can kill one of our lands if they want. Block our Avalanche Caller. They don't know that we have another, but that's fine. Alright, opponent's at 2. That's not bad. So now they have to... well, they'll be able to gain life, because they can just play an angel, then sacrifice the aspirant. Like, we know that's a thing. So at a minimum, they have at least 4 life if they want it. And again, it's get an angel, gain 4, play something else, gain 2x that. Yeah, looks like that's where they're at here. No blocks. Alright, how bad is it for us? I mean, they can only play a 1 mana thing here. So even if they get an angel, I'm not sure what the scariest thing is they can do. Alright, that gains 3 to put them at 5. I mean, they block this, take... we have to play this first, though. That should guarantee enough, though. Man, unless they got something good with that 1 mana, but here we go. Pump this. Sure. All right. This makes me sad, but we have to keep it. We're just going to end up getting stuck playing these disruptions for no real benefit, sadly. I think we'll get to counter something with them, but we're going to be very careful because this champion of the parish is going to grow quite a bit. Interesting that they're playing white in their deck. I'm not sure what they're getting from the zombie perspective with that, but we'll find out, I'm sure. I think I'm willing to take a little bit of a hit here. They don't have any more zombies. Interesting. I was almost hoping they would duress us there. Well, okay. That's not the worst thing. Alright, we just passed. They didn't play a land, so leaving mana up for disruption's pretty strong here. Sadly, that is going to work. We do get to bounce a juiced up champion. Do we want any more mana here? Maybe because we have the avalanche caller. So sure. And the caller is actually solid against 2/1s, so we don't hate that. And unless they find mana, they're not going to play champion and... Well, there you go. I can say play champion and something this turn, but there it is. Interesting that the Triumphant Adventurer was in this deck. I want to hold on to that, opponent. It's really strong against you right now. Alright, they're willing to let one die. I'm willing to accept that. We're going to go ahead and go with this. And no attacks. So caller can die now. And then we're just going to set up Hermit plus Epiphany. Uh-oh. They just took the damage for the mana. Oh, Skyclave Scourge. Cool. That's a neat choice. Alright, that goes away. Fair enough. Huh, we could Hermit. Sure, let's do that. Hermit. No attack just yet. I probably could have got away with an attack there, being at 10. And having mana open for Malevolent Hermits, but I kind of wanted to be able to block however we want, if we need to. You're going to Vanishing Verse or Hermit. Yeah, sure. I mean, it means I can't get it out of the yard, but that's fine. That one dies? Sure. I will take that. Good thing I left stuff to block there, huh? That's 4, 5, 6. If we draw a land, we'd be able to do this. So let's go ahead, play this first. Then we'll play this out of the yard. Come on, opponent, just draw a land. Oh, that is definitely not what I wanted them to draw. Alright, we need to draw an untapped land here. Serious business time. Alright, good deal. That at least buys us a turn. Ooh, also awesome. So we've got 7 lands, so we can get 2 activations out of this. We do have to be careful, though, because the opponent could have a removal card, which would keep the counters from going on this. Okay, let's attack. Plus, this lets it become night, and we can get a card. Oh, well, we don't want to bounce that, though. It's not really in our best interest. All right, we'll just discard that, sadly. All right, we got to try. There is a good chance they do have removal, though. Oh, they don't. That does not help us. We could change it from day to night, which I think I want to. Not bad. We'll discard that. Question is, do we attack? No attacks. I'm gonna wait till next turn. Unless there's something better there. Nah, we'll just discard that. We're at 8 life now, so it's gonna be a little hard for the opponent to get us. Again, removal cards are relevant here. Nothing? Now, I'd assume if you would have removed the adversary, you just play that. At least get in there for some amount, right? Though if they don't have a way to start pushing forward, there is a situation here where we do start gaining life every turn or every other turn and making it kind of difficult on them. But they do have a relevant card in hand, so let's see what it is. This is a interesting kind of game state I've not actually been part of before. Also, finding an Avalanche Caller would be good. I wouldn't be too mad at that. Another dragon, the Emerith, would be excellent. Maybe a Divide by Zero, since we have plenty of mana. We'd be able to play a Mascot Exhibition. That would be good too. I hope we're not just getting roped, because they did just play a creature and then just sit there. But if we are, we are. Oh, yep. Looks like this is just going to be one of those timeout situations. That sucks. Well, roping or not, this is one I don't think we would have lost. I mean, it may not even be a rope. Who knows? We really got disconnected. But I think we were in pretty good shape to win this one. It was going to be hard for the opponent to come back. All right. We get to go first, and we have an Ascendant Spirit. This actually is reasonable. I mean, there's some ways this could go badly, but, you know, let's hope it doesn't. What we do like about this, though, is that we have the ability to just attack with the Spirit. Don't pump it. If the opponent plays something, we can Disruption. If not, we just grow our Spirit, which is fine. That is fine, I guess. Oh, that's a good one to pick up. Alright, well, we're just going to get in there with this Ascendant Spirit. Our hand's pretty nice right now for something that looks like it's going to be creature-based. Alright, let's go ahead. Actually, I think we let them have that. And then we just hit it with the Fading Hope. Save our better spells for later. Yep, we'll take that. I can't really do much else with that. Though, I guess I could have... Knowing I had the Fading Hope, I possibly could have waited so I could Fading Hope and pump. So that could be a little bit of a mistake. Depending on what they play here, we might Adversary and Exile. And then save a Divide by 0. Or I could just pump this. Turn into a 4/4. But even if I play this, I'm just attacking with a 3/2. But it flies anyway. So it's probably okay, truthfully. Yeah, let's just do that. I mean, I think I'm playing too conservative right now. Because I could very well, like, yeah. We should just go for it. I mean, they'll gain a life here, possibly. But, I mean, we still have a disruption. Next turn, we can bounce something with Divide by 0, so whatever. Removal cards don't really matter. Yep, we get to counter that. So no life gain for them on this turn. Yep, let's do it. Ooh. Yeah, alright, let's try. No idea if it's gonna work, but let's go for it. Monk of the Open Hand. Alright. I'll attack just to see if they block, because I'm assuming they don't. We're gonna go ahead and play this. Yeah, I was gonna say, please do? I was about to be all about that. This dragon turtle, or do we want suspicious stowaway? I feel like I kind of want a stowaway. Yeah, you're not blocking that, obviously. The thing I'm thinking, though, is if I turtle first, then there's a chance I can stow away and something next turn, whereas if I play stow away here, I'm not really getting to do anything. So let's just end the turn. Alright, Paladin class it is. Yep, no, the Paladin class. It resolves. Oh, those make this cost more. Yeah, I keep forgetting about those silly things. Alright, fair enough. I mean, we get our turn anyway, but totally wasn't thinking about those. I could have tapped down something last time. Kind of messed my own turn up. Alright, so then it's still in our best interest to attack with this, I guess. Because if they block with something relevant, then we just pump it. And then we play stowaway. Which is still probably okay for us. Oh, interesting. They're just giving that up? Why is that? I mean, I guess with their mana situation, they don't think there's any more value to be gained from it. I feel like that's a fake oops. But we'll see. Nope, it might have been a legit oops. Yeah, especially if they had two things to play this turn. Yeah, that feels very much like a real oops. Huh. Okay, then. Do we attack with this and this? Let them block? Interesting situation, because we don't have anything in the yard to use with this Leer, unfortunately. But yeah, I think this is what we're doing. I mean, they could double block with both Monks of the Open Hand. And we'd be okay with that. Then we can kill off one, tap the other. That is an oops. Yeah, not sure why that was the choice. Yeah, that one I think was a real oops. Ooh. We'll keep that. I'm just going to put this in the yard because we got nothing there for that. Then next turn we're going to have the ability to play this. We'll play it on our turn, I guess. Because, I mean, playing it on their turn doesn't really do much for us. Yep, Send in Spirit, but you don't get to remove anything. Our turn. Oh, that's real nice. Wow. Okay, so now the thing is, we just have to not play something, not play two things, so they don't get to flip their brute. Now, an interesting thing is, we could just pump this. And then bounce that. Not playing anything means that they would not have any extra value. So you'd have to find two things to flip that. So they have to play that and find a land or something next turn. Or, conversely, we could just pump. I mean, we could activate 2 lands and attack for 8. And this is in the air. This is unblockable. That's 6 and 8 would be 14. That's pretty strong. And then we still won't have played a spell. Not sure which is better, to be 100% honest with you. I think I'm going to do this. And then I'm just going to bounce this. What's the... Just pay 3 life, right? Yeah, that's fine. Actually, let's wait and see what we draw. Because they're not going to get to block these 2 things anyway. Let's see what's up. Guess we can get rid of a Faceless Haven. Let's go ahead. Bounce this. Yeah, we'll just pay the 3 life. Mostly because we know it's the most expensive thing in their hand. Yep. And then that should do it. They're at 9. Play a land. Bounce this. Put that on the bottom. We can... Yeah. Tap this. Activate one of these. Yep, there you go. We have to go first here, but this is not the strongest start we could have by a long shot. I think it's play a stowaway and watch the stowaway die, unfortunately, might be where we're at. Or watch stowaway get bounced. Oh, or neither, apparently. How about you just foretell something, opponent? That would be great. Hey. I kind of want this to flip. And I want to bounce their egg during their end step. I was kind of hoping maybe we get a Fading Hope there. Then I'd be able to foretell and still use Fading Hope, which would have been slick. Spectral Adversary kind of works in some late game scenarios. I don't know what the odds are of us resolving an Epiphany at any point. But I think I'm going to let this go. And hold on to our mana. In the turn, flip our Stowaway. I mean, the Stowaway might still die here, and there's not a lot we can do about it if it does. Just tough life. Pass. So we divide by 0. They could divide by 0. But then we just divide by 0 again? Seems weird. But okay. They might just take the bounce and then kill our werewolf too. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there wasn't really anything we were going to do about it, all things considered. Guess we go ahead and take this. Go ahead and play this. Get an island. And hope for the best. I don't know what we're going to do here otherwise. I mean, we have a whole lot of mana, not much else going on, which is not good for us, because opponent is now in divide by 0 territory, which means we lose. I'm just going to GG him, and we're going to move to the next game. All right. Okay, I guess we keep it. It's playable. Hey, opponent didn't do anything. Turn 1, yay us. We at least have a chance. Actually, do we Dragon Turtle something here? Oh, not with Catilda, we don't. We just bounce Catilda, I think. Actually, that's not true. We could also tap Catilda. So let's do that. That's probably the best shot we're going to get for a little bit. I mean, actually, I messed up. I should do that during their upkeep, and then I get to untap Turtle first. Yeah, this way I kind of goofed it. Spellbinder, sure. Alright, Lear makes sense. Gonna attack with my Hermit. And in the turn. Yeah, because I would have been able to attack with my Dragon Turtle this turn, which does make a big difference, because that's 3 more damage. So, learn from my mistakes. I might actually lose this game because of that. Which is a bit unfortunate, but, you know, gotta pay the price. They know we have double divide by 0, so we know that whatever they're doing here is taking that into account. We'll take teachings, I suppose. Could also grow a creature. Puts 2 counters, though. Dang it. Alright, I guess teachings it is. Yep. All right, get in there. Maybe I should have just countered the Ranger class. It feels like that would have been a little bit smarter. Yeah, all right. Get yours. You want to stop my Hermit? Hmm. That's intriguing. Not the card I necessarily thought they would have went with. We will stop that, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we got to do this at some point. Especially knowing Chariot's coming. Oh, cute. That matters quite a bit here. Mmm. So many options. Alright, I guess we attack. I mean, let's see what's up, I guess. My opponent's at 7. We could potentially take a good pile of damage here. Alright, they resolve. Get our turtle. We can just counter Chariot now. Because they have no humans untapped. And then we'll bounce this one. Gets us back a 3/3. We don't really want disruption anymore. We'll block their 2/2. Oh, that's big. That's actually GG's. Activate. Bounce this. Yep. Alright, got there. Alright, we'll keep this. We'll see how we can make this function. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, they didn't have room. I was willing to gamble. I was kind of like, yeah, if they have it, they have it. Like, whatever. We're going to pass. Nighthawk. Coming right out the gates with it. Okay. Pass. No blocks. Bounce a Nighthawk. I don't know if we can beat this type of draw from the opponent. This is a hell of a start. That helps a lot, though. I feel like we have to pump the Ascendant Spirit here. Attack for 3 in exchange. Or maybe just 2 and then chump block, but I don't think we're there yet. Also, we can protect our Ascendant Spirit if they do try to kill it, just to get bonus for their Slaughter Specialist. Looks like we might just see the Nighthawk again, though. Yep. Still no blocks. We're going to bounce a Nighthawk again. Alright, man. I guess if this is just what we're going to draw, then so be it. Sure. We get in with these. Play this since it'll be unblockable. Lorian. Ooh, that's a little bit of a problem. Let the opponent see 3 extra cards, huh? Don't love that. Not gonna lie. It's not pleasant. Whew. Man. Wasn't even thinking about Florian. I should have, though, because it's a vampire deck, obviously. This is really a matter of what I think this one card is worth. I don't... Oh, man. Alright. I hate it, but... Yeah. Oh, they had another slaughter specialist. Damn it. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do here. Are you even good enough? Maybe? I mean, I'm trying to decide where they're gonna get their kill cards from. It's kind of the deal right now. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pay. And then maybe have some defense for some kill spells down the road. Not 100% sure what we're aiming for here. Okay, they found one there, though. So that doesn't help. Here comes Florian again. Florian probably is best coming down post-combat here, though. Yeah, getting to look at 9 extra... No blocks. I mean, there's not much we can do here anyway. Well, they found a land they could play, though. Aw, where were you? Where were you? Yeah, GG's. We got nothing here. Ah. We'll keep it. I wouldn't have minded having a Savage or an Avalanche Caller last time. Would have been good. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this. Apparently a whole lot of nothing. Alright, let's return that. I mean, unless they don't want to. Ooh, a disruption. Yeah, alright. Maybe we get to counter like a... I mean, possibly a troll. Alright, that was like the best thing, right? Pass. Now if they play something, we can tap it. Start trying to work our way through some things. Another troll? Not another troll. Alright, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna see if maybe we get lucky and actually get to use this disruption to stop something. Maybe a chariot this turn. Nope. No, there's a Rin in 7 though. That works too. Not what I was expecting to hit with it, but I'll take it. We can activate one, still be able to play this. No, let's just attack here. We're doing a pretty good job minimizing damage and such. Rin in 7. Sure, that one works this time.
Calm the tribune to the trees. They prepare for war.
And we'll pay once. Blink out that bad boy. Exactly what we wanted. Look at that. Alright, we'll activate one of these. No! Wait! Arena, why? Why would you... Oh. Arena. Oh, no. No. It left us mana to be, left us to be able to attack with a Faceless Haven, but we actually, dang it. Well, now we can attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. That's 11. I mean, if they have a fight spell, this isn't good. I mean, at this point, if I'm going to do it, I might as well just activate the other land then. Let's just do it. We'll send this into Wrenn and 7, this into Wrenn and 7. These... Whoa, wait, misclicked through a whole... Oh my gosh. I could have won this one. I just misclicked my way into oblivion. I deserve to lose. This isn't the deck's fault at all, y'all. This is... yeah. Now I need to draw another land. Sure, no blocks. And they have a Field of Ruin now. Ugh. Worst possible scenario. Opponent would be dead this turn. Because we would have got that other 7 down. Ah, man. Okay. Well. It is what it is. We'll let them go ahead and use it on the first one. Because we know they have it. Yep. I mean, we can still win, but those, just the misclicks are eating me alive right now. Alright, not the worst thing, not the worst thing. Attack. Opponent has to block because that's lethal otherwise. Might as well. Don't know that it's going to make a difference, but maybe. Alright, despite the misclicks, got there. Well, I gotta give Adam the Ant some credit. This is actually a pretty fun list, and the changes we made actually did matter. We got a lot of use out of those Avalanche Callers, so that's actually pretty sweet too. If there's anything I would change, I might actually pull the Leer because we don't have that many things to do with it, and I might get back to playing an additional copy of either the Celestis or Imrith. I think would be better served there. And I'm actually even tempted to skimp on a land to play another of the other ones. So if we cut a Leer and a land, then we'd be able to play another Celestis and Imrith, but that may not be necessary. Another Imrith might just be good enough. But yeah, overall, I actually like the deck, so feel free to make that small change, but otherwise, I think you're going to enjoy this one if you've been looking for a MonoBlue Tempo style deck. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Murktide Dweller. Now, and this is a card that I think a lot of people didn't really hype, or actually, I'm sorry, it's Murktide Regent. I don't know why I said Dweller, but this is a card that didn't get a lot of hype early on when Modern Horizons 2 came out, and almost, I would say, after hype season, if you will, like as soon as we got into the deck building and events started happening, you started seeing this card gain a lot of traction, and it's quickly crept back up to near the $20 range because it's just really good. Being able to delve to get it cheaper is awesome, but then you get bonuses for the cards you remove to make it bigger, and then if you play another one later or anything that removes those spells from your graveyard, this just bonus counters on top of it. This makes it one of the best delve creatures we've had in Magic. So yeah, if you're considering playing blue with a lot of spells or whatever, like consider this card. It's actually very, very good and showing up in several deck lists already. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, you will be able to get it down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming stream, our Twitch streams, and our Discord, which is great for coming by and just chit-chatting about all kinds of things with the rest of the 500 members of the Brood. And we have another channel. Go check it out. It's a reviews and reaction channel. I could use your love over there. Go hit subscribe button. There'll be some fun stuff coming, because now I literally have like 4 boxes of things I have to review and or sample to put on there. So that's going to be a lot of work for me next week. You can see my reactions over there on that channel. Otherwise, like usual, please remember to like, subscribe, share, all that wonderful stuff, because it helps me out so much and I can't do it without you. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.